This is Ghost of Perdition on Elite. This is a tough quest to solo for a couple reasons. The first is that there's two brothers that you have to kill at roughly the same time, and they're far apart, so it's hard to do that. But since I was able to do it on normal and hard, I thought I would give it a try on Elite. And secondly, the Beholder does a lot of stat damage, and it's easy to become helpless. And if you're helpless, you're going to fail the quest.
The wayward philosophers gather on the ice.
So, but I thought I'd give it a try. It went pretty well on normal and hard. And for this part, you just basically need to stand in the middle. The first part, you have to actually talk to those guys, then stand in the middle. For that part, you just need to basically stand in the middle. And you don't have to clear all the stuff at top. I just clear the stuff that comes down after me. And there's stuff up top that's getting me from range, but I'm going to ignore it because it's not coming after me. Alright, definitely use your strength. Lesser restorations for the stat damage. Save all your remove disease clickies for the end area. Alright, so this is the first brother. I'm going to ignore him and then come back for him. And the reason I'm going to do that is I'm going to clear the hallway first. He's going to stop sign. And you can see he's got a pretty short leash, so you don't want to drag him out here. But in this case, I need to go. I'm going to clear this hallway, kill the other brother, and then come back and get him. And hopefully I'll have enough time. So originally I was going to skip this quest entirely, thinking it's a little bit too tough to solo. And then I got to thinking I really would love to run Ascension Chamber, and some of the comments on YouTube were that people wanted to see the raids as well. So I thought, well, let me get flagged for this one and show people this raid. All right, so I'm gonna get right over to here and fight him here, so I can be as close as possible to the other side. And then hopefully I'll make it to the other side quick enough. If not, I'll give it a try or two. I think I'll be okay. I'm going to go all out on my buffs. Let's see, probably should have done my Divine Might before I did this, but that's all right. Alright, so I'm not sure what the timer is, but it's enough time to do it. Alright, so that's really the toughest part of this quest, is making sure you get those two at the same time. And I'm running enough over the level that even on Elite, it's easy to take them down. The other part that's tough on this quest is the end boss does a lot of stat damage, and if you get down to 0, basically you're helpless. If you and your Harley gets down to 0 and you're both helpless, game over. All right, jump down.
Again, louder and clearer. You are close.
And so one misconception about running the Ascension Chamber raid is that you need to run all these flagging quests. And you don't need to run all the flagging quests. What you need to do is get a sigil, and the sigils drop in here. But and you know there are some quests. There's the first 4 sigils. Um, you know have
Imprisoned in
high
the
drop
cell
rates
before you
in
is a
certain
dreadful
quests,
doom sphere.
but you can get them other places. You can get them the wilderness. You can get them in the other quests. And so uh, the only quest that absolutely cannot be soloed without store hirelings. All right. So what you do there on each of these is you beat down the ice thing, and then when the soul gets released, you kill it, and then you have to break it. You can't break it till that you kill the soul that's released. So he's like a kind of red or orange name. All right, so he should be released now. You can see the red name, one. And he's down, so now we can smash this. And so there's 3 of those, and then we just drop down, talk to the boulder, and go to the end fight. Yeah, and so normally beholders do like death spells, disintegrates, and then negative levels. This is a totally different beholder. His big thing is the stat damage and some other attacks. Alright, so unfortunately, he's going to debuff everything except my Holy Sword, so I'm going to try to use my action boosts each level. And I'm hoping Luna and I both don't get stat damage to 0. If I get it, I'm going to try to use my things. And there is an optional that if you kill all the things on a level, you get an extra chest. But that's pretty tough. I want to focus on the beholder because of the stat damage. All right, well that was good. So I'm keeping an eye on Luna's hit points. She's at 521. If she goes below, that's because she probably has stat damage. And I'll try to help her out if she gets down low enough. All right, another clicky. And so far my concerns are for naught, so this is looking pretty easy, but I don't want to get too overconfident. And I'm not going to be able to do a clicky because that was so fast. I must have got like a crit on the first level. Okay, so there's that con damage. I'm at 847, so it's not too bad. Okay, now it's pretty bad, so I'm going to do a remove disease clicking. Already got some, but once I'm below 800, whoop, helpless. I'm held. Thought I had frequent movement, but all right. So that was pretty rough. Let me use my lessers. Save that. Let's see. I think I got one more only. Nope. Try one more. And I've got okay. That's good. I've got it slowed on top of it. So I'm gonna use my action boost. More con damage. I'm below 800 right away. So I'm gonna be my all right, so
it was the only way.
all right, so I got left frame. I think I already have left frame for my normal and hard run. In fact, I think that's what I got all 3 times. I need right frame, which I think is from and so you only need to keep. It used to be that you'd save these for future lives, but now you can get flagged permanently. So I'm going to just delete this extra left frame and hope my flagging doesn't glitch somehow. All right, so let me pause it. I'll go to the end reward. Nothing too interesting. Never take mystical urn. It's not used for anything. I'm just going to grab something to feed to basically convert essences, and that is Ghost of Perditions on Elite.